Good evening, boys and girls. Welcome to tonight's flip video. Tonight we're going to be talking about one method about how to find if fractions are equivalent, and then tomorrow night we'll do the next one. So let's get rocking. So it says which fractions are equivalent to 2/3, and this is one way that the fraction problems are going to be presented to you, and we'll see various other ways throughout the flip video. So the first thing to do is identify what each fraction is. Now we see in this one we have a denominator of 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 and the numerator would be 2. Then we've, on this one coming to the right, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 as our denominator. And we've got 1, 2, 3 as our numerator. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 there, and 4 of them are shaded in. Finally, that's clearly 1/2. Now, our next step is we're going to convert these all into decimals, the same way we've been doing with our ordering fractions. So I'm going to go ahead and get the camera rolling on this. First one we need to do is figure out what decimal 2/3 is equivalent to. So we do 2 divided by 3. That gives us 0.66666, which we can round off to be 0.67. Now we'll check each one. We've got our right at this one over here. We've got 2 divided by 4, which would give us 0.5. This one where my thumb is pointing, 3 divided by 9 would give us 0.333, so we'll just do 0.33. This one down here, we have 4 divided by 6. That gives us 0.6666, so that would give us 0.67, which means this one is equivalent. And then 1 divided by 2, which gives us 0.5. So we've turned those all into decimals. We see that only 0.5 is the equivalent one, or 0.67 is the only one equivalent to 2/3, meaning 4/6 is equivalent to 2/3. Now, this next one, same kind of concept. You're going to turn them all into fractions, and we're going to figure out which two fractions are equivalent to each other. So do this on your own. If you don't have a calculator, now would be a good time to get one, and then we'll check in on this in a moment. Alright, hopefully you've gotten a chance to do that. So let's start converting them into decimals. So we've got 1/4, which would give us 1 divided by 4 would give us 0.25. Now we do 2/5. 2 divided by 5 is 0.4. 4 divided by 10 is 0.4. So we see right now that these two are equivalent to each other. But let's check 1/3. 1 divided by 3 is 0.333, so we can round that off. 3. So we see this one and this one are equivalent to each other because they had the same decimal notation. Which brings us to our final problem, which is your bring back to school. And it says which fraction are equivalent. It gives you 4 different picture fractions. So you'll have to kind of combine what I showed in the first example with what you did in the second example, and then roll from there. Again, using a calculator will help you out for this, but rock on and have a wonderful evening.